second fight, he would wall and put his body weight on Wilder. But the demeanor, the fighting spirit, already looks different from Wilder.
Well, Wilder has a game plan this time. He's not just relying on that right hand, and that's what we wanted to see unfold, to see what changes were made and what his game plan was going to be. And it looks like he's trying to set the right hand up.
Fury is very good at dodging that right hand, but Wilder throwing it is an outstanding sign for him.
Wilder should throw that jab to the belly, then to the head, and mix it up, not just to the belly.
He's coming up top. He's just taking his time right now.
Already, Deontay Wilder throwing 12 jabs in this round. That is an outstanding sign. Even Fury is not getting damaged, but he's taking some body shots, and already he's just scoring shots from Deontay Wilder.
They're not just scoring, but they're doing damage that show up as the fight progresses.
Fury knows he's in a very different battle. You can see in the look in his eyes, he sees that as a hook, stepping forward.
Stop! Let go! Let go!
Again, you can only control certain things, but you can control the work rate, and Wilder looks different in the third fight. 1-2 from Fury. He starts to get into a rhythm. We've been saying all night, we will learn a lot more. Oh, 1-2 by Fury.
Fury came in good to that.
Fury, reeling back, is not going to get anywhere near that right hand. Fury back to showing respect. You see that? He's like, no, 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 getting out of here.
See, that's what Deontay has to worry about, because Tyson Fury knows what he's trying to do right now and block that. And it's really block that jab to the belly and come back with a left right.
Body shot. Russell Mora, good job. Mora getting in there and said, look, you can let those guys punch out of that. Let them box. Good job by Russell Mora.
Both fighters in that exchange are giving just as much as they're getting.
Oh, shit.
Able to touch him, back comes Fury. And that's the second time, Andre, we've seen that. Fury lays right hand and touches.
I don't think he's comfortable right now with both hands, but he wants to kind of land a 1-2 and make sure he's secure and safe, and then reset.
I agree completely with what you said, Andre. I'm looking and thinking, every time Fury throws a shot, you wonder if it's going to be the end of the night. You know, I mean, on both sides.
These are two big men.
Fury coming in 277 pounds. Again, he was 256 in the first fight, where he was fighting more like a welterweight or a middleweight. But this time he's fighting like a huge man that he is. But Wilder has a lot more strength, a lot more of a fighting spirit in this bout.
Every time that Fury comes in, he always is trying to throw that short uppercut inside. That was really successful.
6, 7, 8. You okay? Put your hands up. Come here.
Can he step to Russell Mora?
You want to fight?
He says he wants to continue that right hand, so dangerous from Fury.
Just 2 seconds on the clock.
It's time he is with another right hand. He nailed Wilder with that 10 seconds to go. Can he survive? The champ answering uppercut by Fury. Another shot. Wilder out of control. That's over. And another. And that's the round. Wilder has a minute to recover.
Look at this. You're jabbing him, but the hand is here. He's throwing the hook while you're jabbing. Don't play with the hand here to shut down the hook. Good. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Take a sip. Listen to me. When you're going forward, he's timing you with the hook because you're off the phone. Be alert with serious intent. This is being alert, not this. Nothing lackadaisical.
This fight takes another turn, the trilogy with yet another turn of events where Wilder's the boxer and it's Fury who's the power puncher.
Yeah, Fury came in with a nice right hand, caught him good. Wilder's doing a mistake by putting his head down. He's so big, he should not put his head down, especially Tyson Fury throws a good uppercut as well.
With Tyson Fury, you got to jump back on Deontay Wilder. He's better than he was before the round ended, when the round ended, but he's not all the way back.
Huge knockdown by Tyson Fury. Again, you have 1 minute to recover. Can Deontay Wilder recover? Does not look very solid as of right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look steady on his feet. He's walking around. He needs to keep his feet, shoulder width apart, and on his toes. He needs to be on his toes.
And it's a fine line because Wilder's still dangerous.
Wilder is dangerous, but he's hurt. He's in the corner, and now the Gypsy King is mauling him once again, just as he did in the second fight.
This is where the Gypsy King should take a step back. Because it's got Deontay in the corner, Deontay can't go anywhere. This is where she's throwing his combination.
With a hook to the body. That was a right hand that put Wilder down this time around. Can't say it's not exciting, guys.
Yeah.
Wilder pawing now with the jab. Fascinating change in this fight, where again Fury is backing up a lot of the time, but answering with a jab and a right hand, and a thunderous at times right hand.
Let me tell you, that's a mistake when you throw power punches early. You get tired quicker.
Well, it's not just that, Leonard. You gotta understand that Wilder has a lot more mass on too. Good body shot right there from Tyson Fury. So he's gonna fatigue quicker than he even normally would without the mass.
Yeah, this is where weightlifting doesn't work for boxing. You gotta do the right weightlifting.
Fury doesn't look steady, guys. He backs up now. Fury gets him up against the ropes. Although you have to say, Wilder shows real guts. Again, he never quit in the second fight. He didn't want it to be stopped. He protested immediately, and he got up and he survived that third round.
I'll tell you what, the ref's got his work cut out for him in this fight.
Well, Moore's gotta earn his money tonight.
And he's got the big guys, so he's doing a lot of pushing work.
Fury says, yes, of course I'm all right. Big right hand and a thunderous answer by Wilder. Fury is hurt. Uppercut. A hook. Wilder with these big chants. Can he get the title back? Big right hand from Fury. Wilder's got to get... Down goes Fury again.
He's hurt, fellas.
Wow. Fury back up. Final seconds.
Hey! Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Give me a ball.
That's the end of the round. But he has to be ready.
That was an extremely short count.
Wilder lauded as one of the greatest punchers in heavyweight history, and proving it here again tonight. For Wilder to be that hurt and come back and knock down Fury twice is sensational.
He's always dangerous.
And that's kind of back behind the ear. So that was off balance by Fury, but he still went down. It's still 3 knockdowns already in this fight. As we get into round number 5, heavyweight championship of the world, it is more than lived up to the billing already. Wilder looks slightly gassed, but he is still able to throw a big right hand from distance. You see the punches landed. I got him. Just get out the screen. Let's count knockdowns.
Wilder wants to set his shots up. He doesn't want to waste any shots. Just in case Tyson Fury is able to... A lot more fight to be fought is because it's only the 5th round.
Good jab by Fury. Fury looks pretty good.
He's not all the way back yet. He's not all the way back yet.
Wilder comes in. Wilder certainly just lost a little fuel in the tank. No doubt. He doesn't look as crisp, but those punches are hard.
When Tyson Fury got hit there, he basically took that punch.
Look at Fury. Beautiful left and right. Straight up the middle. And knocks Wilder's head sideways.
That got his attention for sure.
Wow. These are big shots. Big uppercut. Moore lets him wrestle out. They can punch out of that. On the ropes. Wilder tiring. 280 pounds of Tyson Fury leaning on Wilder. Round number 5. So much has happened.
Oh, good job by Tyson Fury. He's got to get that jab going again.
Now Fury looks like he's back.
Wilder answers with the right hand. Just when you think one man has the better of it. There's another big right hand. Just miss. He is able to touch Fury with that right hand more than ever. Now he backs Fury into the corner. Furious, thunderous fighting for the heavyweight title.
Fury's defense does not look like he's on point like he was in those first 2 fights.
Yeah, he's not moving his
He
hand.
looks like he's a little off. And this is the game of inches, fellas.
In that first fight, Tyson Fury was able to miss with that right hand.
They both trying to go off that one.
Home run shots, final minute of round 5.
Fury has to get back to his boxing.
Yeah, he's coming as a puncher here, Lennox.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he's a puncher, but he's got to get back into the boxing. He's got to throw more jabs before coming back with that power punch.
Wilder's not allowed a lot of that. Again, when Wilder is active, Fury has to step back. He has to respect that power. But Fury has been the man with tremendous power. 3 knockdowns in the fight, 1 for Fury, 2 for Wilder. Tries another right hand.
Both fighters should keep going to that body. If you're going to be inside, you might as well make the most of it and dig a couple shots, short shots underneath.
So much has happened. The early jabs from Deontay Wilder looked like he had his fighting spirit back. The 3 knockdowns. Let's go upstairs. Kate Abdo, Max Kellerman, and Sean Porter.
Yeah, thank you guys. Welcome up to the Destiny of Kate, Max, and Sean. Yo, this is brilliant. This is a great fight.
No matter what happens from here on out, what Deontay Wilder has done here tonight is extraordinary. That man comprehensively beat him the first time, was beating him up again, knocked him down, and Deontay came up with the shot he needed. He looked more dangerous from the very beginning. This is a special fight in a special rivalry.
It's a special fight, and it's because Deontay Wilder came to the ring with a game plan. He's never gone to the ring with a game plan beyond the right hand. He's setting things up. He's taking control. He's not allowing Tyson Fury to be the dictator, which is why I believe that after 5 rounds, I do have Fury up by 1 round now because of that last round. But before that 5th round, it was a tie game, and it could go all the way just like this.
You've been scoring too, right?
Yeah,
He
no,
quit.
but he got 2 knockdowns. That last round was a 10-7 round.
Ryan, back to you.
Round 6. Max, I'm with you. I thought this was a huge fight for Wilder's legacy. A win would make that second fight look like a blip on the record or reign into question. I think Wilder's answered beautifully here tonight, no matter what happens. But Tyson Fury has answered back as well. Amazing. 3 knockdowns in this fight.
Yeah, this is a huge fight for both fighters' legacy. Not just Deontay Wilder.
And it's a war of attrition already, Brian.
Yes.
Hey, Lennox Lewis, Andre Wood. Lennox, your thoughts as both guys look sometimes powerful, other times they look gassed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's conserving energy and basically coming out with the right punches at the right time. Right now, Deontay can't afford to miss punches and use up his energy. Tyson Fury is
Waiting power shots now, and Wilder almost takes him, maybe does not.
Tyson Fury's coming in with that left, right, also bumping you with the body right after it.
Deontay looks a little fresher than Fury to me right now. Even with the extra weight, even with the extra mass, you wonder, but so far, so good.
All right, there's Larry Hazard. You see right there, he's got Wilder at 47-45 with the 10-second round in the 4th. Estimated 10 seconds. 10-8 round the other way. Fury looking knockdown, and both men look badly hurt. That's what I want to emphasize here. Bombs.
Good answer from Wilder after the big right hand from Fury. Neither man wanted to get it in.
Now they go all on the inside. No question. Deontay Wilder showed a hard jab from the outset, hard right hands, and he's been able to back Fury up, but when Fury counters, it is nasty. Both men look badly hurt in this fight already. Barely climbing off the deck.
It's all in the 6th round.
Yep, halfway through, right hands. Wilder tries to weather the storm. Steps back in with his own shot. Fury starting to move his own hand. Caught him with the right hand. Wilder back against the ropes. It didn't get him 100%, but it certainly clipped. Uppercut.
There's an uppercut by Fury.
Now Deontay takes a knee, but he got forced down there. No, Russell Moore says that's not a knockdown. It was close.
He's trying to stop Fury from putting his weight on him.
I think that was the correct call, but others might argue. Hard right hand for Fury. He's got Wilder on the ropes. Wilder's not going to be there.
Wilder looks really tired right now. He's got to be careful because when he's throwing his punches, he's leaving himself open.
And they both look tired right now.
No question. Final 10 seconds, round number 6. Haymaker from Wilder was able to tuck under that right hand for Fury. The dangerous right hand from the champion of the world. We know to both corners and both sides have a lot of work to do.
Look at me. Wake the fuck up. You will get a little lackadaisical off the break. That's all you gotta do is stay alert and you can control this dude. He only closed space when you're not being alert. Get back down to the body. But after you throw the couple routines to the body, then go with the 1-2 to the head.
To put his head down, he's got to keep his composure and keep his head up.
As we said before the fight, you think you know, but you don't know. In round 7 here, 3 knockdowns. Wilder's put Fury down on the deck twice. Each time it looked like Fury might not answer the bell, but there's a hard shot again. And certainly Wilder, when he went down, it did not look good. Wilder down once, Fury twice.
Right, there are no guarantees in the heavyweight division.
You have to like the way Wilder has responded, though. After the beatdown, after all the excuses, fires his trainer, and he comes back like a man here tonight.
Wilder has to be careful. Although he's tired, he can't be throwing these wild punches. That's just going to exert him even more and leave himself open for Tyson Fury to counterpunch.
He does look tired, no question. Legs not as steady, not as sturdy as Tyson Fury's. Listen more, yeah, he's busy and a lot to do. Fury able to get out of the way, slipping that right hand, he goes back to the body.
Body shot from Deontay right there. Got the left behind the right.
Good. Andre, I would think, though, that if you want to have a real shot, they've got to be a distance, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, he doesn't want Fury leaning on him where he's putting pressure on his back. That's hard. But inside, Deontay Wilder is giving just as much as he's getting.
Oh! Fury. There's a vintage right hand from Wilder.
This is where Tyson Fury needs to throw his punch. Deontay just threw 5 punches and missed. This is where you have to come back.
He landed there, landed the jab, landed the right hand. Wilder now fires back. Oh, there's Fury with the right hand. Wilder's hurt. Wilder's hurt. He wobbled. He almost fell over into the ropes. He is close to going out. Now Fury with a round. There's 45 seconds left. Wilder looks like he was going to the night.
Wilder's looking tired. He has to keep that composure.
Takes the right hand again, and he is stumbling back toward the corner. Every time he looks like he's done, he has an answer. I wonder how often he can keep doing that.
And that answer is the big right hand.
What a fantastic round. And we talk trilogies, and you hate to compare anything to Frazier Ali or even Bill Holyfield, but wow, that round was something else. Deontay's wife, Telly.
And here you see
That's the early going with the jabs from Wilder.
and here you see the knockdown in the third by Tyson Fury. Wasn't really no clean shots, but it did the damage.
And then round 4, we had the 2 knockdowns. There's the big right hand, caught Fury on the way in.
Fury thought he could take it, but when it landed, his body did funny things.
Second knockdown here. Well, it's not a side of the head, but that is a knockdown. Both are still throwing hard shots, and both showing incredible will to continue this fight at a high level. Wilder looks fairly wobbly, but he's still able to fire. Fury now looks like he has more energy, moving forward. Wilder backing up into jab.
Wilder's moving the wrong way. He's moving right into the right hand.
And he can't be moving backwards either, Lance.
No.
It's a dangerous place. He doesn't fight well. Backing up. Right hand by Fury. Wilder on the ropes. Wilder was very fatigued, chopping up the second right hand and the uppercut straight to the front of his face.
He looked very fatigued in that corner in between rounds. I think he's still trying to get his breath back. He's trying to catch a second win right now.
Larry Hazard, our unofficial score, has it even so far. Okay, I'll let him deal with that. You can't look away. This is a hard-hitting home run battle. Hard right hand by Deontay Wilder.
That's what Fury has to stop letting Deontay Wilder do. Wilder likes to take that big step forward to get maximum power, and for whatever reason, Wilder's right in line, Fury's right in line to get hit by the right hand.
Yeah, he should be taking a step backwards.
Trying to get the hook. He got underneath. He was able to duck under the Fury right hand. Oh! Fury looks hurt when he takes a step forward. Fury is landing hard shots. The will of both champions being tested. Wilder now backing up again.
Like I said, Wilder is moving the wrong way. Fury throws a good looping right hand that way. And Wilder has his hands down as well. He needs to keep his defense in check.
Right hand lands for Fury, another right hand. Wilder is gobbled. He's got a minute to go in this 8th round.
Tyson Fury's got to push Wilder off of him, reset, and go right back to him right now because he's not only hurt, but he's fatigued.
Again, the judges can have this fight even. Gary Hazard has it even right now. Big right hand. You have the feeling this is not going to go to scorecards, but we don't know. I don't think so either, Andre. I don't think so.
I'd be shocked.
I mean, they're just wobbling around there now, but their upper half has a lot of fight left in them. Legs I'm not sure about.
Wilder's taking some hellacious 1-2s from Tyson Fury, and he's answering with his own shots right now.
Again, Wilder is one of the biggest punchers in the history of the heavyweight division. And it's Tyson Fury who seemingly has the heavier hands here tonight.
Here comes Wilder.
See, once Tyson Fury has him missing, he's got to counterpunch him. He's got to hit him.
Snaps him back with the jab, but Wilder has enough energy to get underneath and slip the right hand. Tyson Fury outlanding Deontay. And watch Deontay Wilder land with that shot in the right hand, but he's seemingly like grabbing his wrist or his hand, Lennox.
Yeah, he might have heard it. He might have heard it.
Wow. Again, those are big shots from Fury. He is the puncher here tonight. But he's been down twice.
He was blessed with something to
Wilder's
back
made
him up.
a beautiful count of himself here tonight.
Go back. Dog leg. Right leg hard.
Presume so. He's the only man that can get in the ring. One of the ringside positions.
Well, we're gonna see if Deontay is gonna be still throwing that right hand. Even if it's broken, he's still gonna throw it.
Let him go. Let him go.
Right. Heidi Androl has just asked the corner of Deontay Wilder. They say the right hand is fine. As Wilder fires the right hand to the body.
I don't think anything's wrong. If you watch Wilder's previous fights, he does that a lot. I think it's just a habit.
Okay.
See, he's doing it right now. He does it after each punch.
Wilder again trying to jab to the body. Again, that is an effective tactic. His jabbing has made a big difference in this fight. As Fury then lands a hard shot to the body. Again, it's becoming a battle, a slugfest. It's boxing, but it's slugging as well. Looks like a little good combination. Fury drops his hands. Wilder clipped him. Deontay has surgery.
Tyson Fury smothers Deontay Wilder and takes some steam off the shot and to allow himself to recover.
Again, this is 277 versus 238. Biggest heavyweight matchup in history for the real heavyweight championship in the world. A pawing jab there, two of them from Fury. Just wants to touch Wilder and move it back. That's a hard jab.
The jab is interrupting anything Wilder wants to do.
Excellent point, Lennox, no question. See, even when they're just kind of putting it out there, even if you throw it as a blinder again, look, the punch that put Fury down on the 12th round, Wilder looks hurt. He came after a blinder of a jab from Deontay Wilder, then he put Fury on his back. You need the jab out of the right hand.
Fury can't finish.
I think Wilder's done, guys. So many, but he's not.
You gotta give Wilder credit for standing up because he's not just hurt, he's fatigued and he keeps recovering and coming back. He don't get hurt and he keeps recovering and coming back. You gotta give him credit for that. But he's gotta try to get his own shot in there to kind of take some of the play away from Tyson Fury right now.
And that's the jab. He's got to get that jab going. Right now, Tyson Fury has the jab going better than him.
Whoever commits to the jab and goes back to it, because they both kind of got away from it, is going to have the most success. They can rest while they're using it, they can set up punches while they're using it, and they can inflict punishment with the jab.
First fight was exciting, second fight was a beatdown. This fight's been thrilling.
A classic so far.
Yeah, no question. Right hand from Deontay Wilder. Still has some pop on it. Fury backs Wilder into the corner, hits him with a hook. Right hand by Fury. The crowd is gasping when these guys hit each other.
Fury sneaks in that little uppercut in there. He's been doing that the last two fights, even this fight.
Wilder again doesn't look good. His mouth is wide open, sucking in that air. He lands an uppercut on size, the body weight. Another pitched battle in that round.
You was blessed with something that can end this right now. But it has to
Why
come
they
in
always
the
showing
way.
Wilder corner?
We have to keep thinking.
They haven't showed Fury corner yet.
We intend. And you're still hurting.
More energy right now in this fight. But Deontay Wilder has never given up, and he's been able to answer in just about every single at it. This is battle.
Wilder's keeping his hands too low right now, and all Tyson Fury has to do, because he's a taller man, is jab.
Fury comes in, puts Wilder on the ropes. There have been so many moments where Deontay Wilder looks like, okay, he's going to wobble and just fall over. But he's got real guts, there's no question. Second fight, I mentioned, he never quit. Big right hand by Fury. Wilder wobbled again, now he's in the corner. He's eating right hands, a body shot from Fury.
That's a mean combination right there for Tyson Fury. Fury capped it off there, huge body shot.
And again, Andre, I've said it many times, but this man's a natural fighter. He's a boxer, he's a fighter. Fury keeps coming at you. Does things just natural.
I just don't know how Deontay Wilder's standing up to this kind of punishment.
He's barely. And yet, he could still be in this fight.
He's a punch away. He's always a punch away.
Bernardo as soon as telling us that Wilder's corner, they're complaining about rapid punches from Tyson Fury, but a lot of times I think it's Wilder bending over up to the side, and then there's Fury chopping down.
Yeah, it is. You know, Wilder puts his head down when he has to keep his head up, and his hands up as well.
This fight could end any second. I mean, it's felt that way the last 40 minutes. But it looks that way now, too.
Wilder landed that uppercut at the end of the last round. He's got to try to get another shot in there. Those are shots that Fury, he's not looking out for, because that wasn't something Fury showed, Wilder showed in the first two fights. Wilder's got to
Shit!
Wilder.
Big shot by Tyson Fury.
Deontay Wilder was off balance before he received that shot.
Can Deontay recover? 1 minute left in this round. Hustle more, let him go. Heavyweight championship. Big right hand. Fury comes in for the kill. A lot of time left. Oh! Big right hand by Fury. Wilder trying to hold on and survive.
This is where Fury should go to the body when you got a guy hurt. The guy's expecting you to come back to the head, but if you go to the body, you're going to take more steam out of him.
Fury's got to give himself some space and try to land another big shot.
Fury landing uppercuts there and trying to hook off the uppercut. Those are effective shots, but he's not getting a lot of pop on him. And now we're under 30 seconds to go. Wilder desperately needs to get to the corner and try to recover. Now Wilder fires in. Where's the outlet? No! Uppercut by Fury.
But Fury can't finish though. He hurt him, but he don't finish him.
Tyson Fury's got to give himself some space right now.
Final seconds.
Tyson Fury right now.
Wilder with a second right hand. And then a hook. Now he edges back up to 60 games. And fires back to the answer at the end of the 10th round.
What a fight! And here you see Tyson Fury catching Deontay Wilder when he was off balance. Oh. Oh.
Wow. All right, we're excited. Wow. And here's the end of the round. How Wilder had anything left, I don't know.
Man, he keeps getting his strength back. When you think he has nothing left, he recuperates.
This is Ward Gotti at the heavyweight level, which is saying something. Stiff jab by Tyson Fury opens up the action in round 11.
These kind of trilogies, when there's bad blood and both fighters really want to prove that they're the best, you leave a little something of yourself in each one of those fights to prove that you are the best and you are the man, and both fighters are doing that in this ring
I
tonight.
think though, too, Andre, I mean, Fury's winning these rounds, right?
Yeah, he's winning them. He's winning the majority of these rounds. And Wilder's having his moment at the end.
Right on top of us. Sweat flying from Wilder. Wilder's does not look good, but we've been saying that all night.
look stable on his feet right now.
Trying to stay up. Hard body shot by Fury. Has Wilder wobbled.
Uppercut by Fury.
Right hand by Fury as well. Wilder somehow staying on his feet. Taking supernatural strength. Fury
It's over. It's over.
Russell Moore waves it off. He's not counting. The Gypsy King is the heavyweight champion of the world. In the all-time great heavyweight fight. All-time
240 pay up.
What a fight.
Chaos. Collect.
Modern day classic, fellas. That's a modern day classic fight.
Deontay Wilder did everything he could. Fury kept coming back. Fury hit the deck twice and came back and won that fight.
Yo, you had drama in the first fight. You had drama in the second fight. You got drama in the third fight.
Better even than we hoped. Better. Wow. Sensational. A minute 10 into round number 11.
Who would know it would go like this? Unbelievable. What a great fight.
You don't know. And again, the tactics changed. It wasn't the same old thing. Wilder, jabbing, boxing, Fury with the power. 3 knockdowns, 4 knockdowns, 5 knockdowns.
Modern day classic, fellas. You don't see this kind of fighting in this day and age. You don't even see fighters wanting to fight each other when you got 2 of the best in the world. And I consider these guys 1 and 2, at least before this fight. But then they went out and performed the way that they performed. They walked it like they talked it. Both fighters hit the canvas. Nobody wanted to give an inch. And we got an epic ending the way that we got it. Even though Deontay Wilder wanted to get his hand raised tonight, you can't have anything but respect for this man. He's a true warrior, and he went out this year.
2 great fighters, but there can only be 1 winner.
And I said that the reign could be...
You know, Fury gonna talk noise.
If he lost this fight, no, not really. He can lose this fight, and he can still have tremendous respect for what he did. This was that close at so many points.
All I can say is, wow.
We're on our feet, proud on their feet. Again, sometimes you get a clipper. Second fight, all Tyson Fury. First fight was outstanding. This fight, the best of the 3. A total war. That man, it took everything he had. All the training habits, coming back from depression, coming back from gaining up to 400 pounds, battling back, getting his mental health, straightening out things with his family. There he is with his wife, Paris, and that man is the heavyweight champion of the world, and he had to go through fire to keep it.
Yes. It wasn't easy.
So many points, Andre, I didn't know how it was going to go.
And I forgot how many knockdowns he had, how many times these fighters have hurt. You know, but I respect it because what both of these fighters showed tonight, you can't teach that. You know, this is something that you got deep down on the inside. The trainers, they walk down the steps and leave you in there. You're all alone in that ring. Both these fighters showed that they weren't just good fighters, but they're great fighters, and they have great results.
And they got a great heart.
I tell you, I thought Deontay Wilder, again, I gave him credit in that second fight, never quit and protested the decision and kept trying. In this fight, he showed even more. 5 knockdowns in this fight, ultimately, where Russell Moore waved it off. And by the way, pretty good stoppage. The way Wilder went down, he didn't look good. You couldn't let that continue. We're going to go back. Early in the round, Fury starts landing and starts doing damage. Body shot, and then he's going to come up top.
And at this point, when you're fatigued, you see the punch coming, but you can't really get out of the way of it. Both guys got extremely long arms, but Wilder has been taking those kind of shots for the past 5 or 6 rounds, and you think he's done, and then he answered, but he couldn't answer with this 1-2 from Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder went out the way that he wanted to go out in the second fight on his shield.
That's a good point. Not only that, Russell Moore called the end to this fight with Wilder in the air. Yeah. Wilder did not even hit the canvas, and Moore said, no, that's it. That's it. Take it over. He's seen enough.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he went down, Wilder could not continue.
And let me tell you, Wilder was still trying to get up.
No doubt. So many times he looked wild, he looked done. He deserves a big kiss
I go back. Night, night. What did you just say at the night, night, sucker?
At the highest level. And I hope and I believe Lennox Lewis, Andre Ward, we're going to see respect from the fans now. You've got to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, it may be war, you may hate each other before the fight, well, resolve everything after the fight or while the fight's going on, and then you're friends after.
And look, Fury had to dig deep. They had to dig deep all through this fight. He went down twice. He walked into a right hand, got dropped. And we're going to watch again here as we get into round 11 where it was stopped.
This is where the right hand comes across. Like I said, that right hand comes across and let me tell you, Deontay was a bit tired. He was tired. So, you know, exhaustion and everything caused him to stay down.
After the second fight, we did wonder, many wondered, hey, do we need to see a third fight? Well, yeah, we did.
But trust me, man, well, this was an epic night.
No, you were up. Here's the Gypsy King. Wow, I mean, he had to dig deep tonight. As Fury after an 11th round TKO. Out to earn it. There it is when he's going to Shane. He said he had a great camp. At his best, he looked different. And this was just much more of a dig deep and find it. And Fury found it. Let's go to Jimmy Lane Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 10 seconds in round number 11.
He leaving. He don't even want to do the interview.
By way of knockout, and he is still the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
And this is Tyson Fury's era. This is the man that finally ended the reign of Vladimir Klitschko, a longtime heavyweight king in 2015. Deontay Wilder is going to go back to his dressing room. He would like to get interviews, but I understand. He was concussed. He was knocked flat. I get it. But Fury now wins this fight. You can make a case. He won all 3 fights against Deontay Wilder. He had to dig so deep in this one. A tremendous effort from Wilder. And Fury, again, is the king of this division. Anthony Joshua has lost twice. That man is the king of the heavyweights.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Let's go to the ring. And Bernardo Osuna. Bernardo.
We got Russell Moore having a conversation with the champion about the rabbit punches, but
I'll make it as clean as possible.
Tyson, first of all, on behalf of boxing fans everywhere, thank you for giving us a trilogy worthy of boxing history. What are you and Deontay made of? Because there was 5 knockdowns, and this fight could have ended at any moment.
Well, like the great John Wayne said, I'm made of pig iron and steel, baby.
Walk me through what got you up twice after you had put him down.
First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. In the mighty name of Jesus, I won this fight tonight again. I give him the glory, he gives me the victory. He made me legs strong. I was down a couple of times. I was hurt. Wilder's a strong puncher, and he's a tough man. I was hitting with some big shots, and my Lord and Savior rose me to my feet tonight to give him the glory.
Is there a level of respect now after sharing the ring for a total of 33 rounds?
You know, it was a great fight tonight. It was worthy of any trilogy in the history of the sport. You know, I'm not going to make any excuses. Wilder's a top fighter. He gave me a real run for the money tonight. And I always said, I'm the best in the world and he's the second best. You know, he's got no love for me, Deontay Wilder, because you know why? Because I beat him 3. And I went over to him to show some love and respect, and he didn't want to give it back. So that's his problem. I'll pray for him, so God will soften his heart. But you know what? I want to thank everybody in this building tonight who came out to show love to my sport, boxing. Thank you to every man, woman and child in the building tonight. Great fight, October 9th, 2021. Will go down in history as a great fight, I hope, anyway.
It sure will, and that begs the question, what is next for the Gypsy King? You are the WBC champion.
I'm the WBC champion, Ring Magazine champion, and lineal champion. You know what, I've got to say thank you to my trainer, Sugar Hill, because if it wasn't for Sugar, and America's own, Detroit's own, I wouldn't have got through that fight tonight. He told me, he said, get your jab working, big dog, and shoot that right hand down the middle. He said, only the big dogs pull it out late on in fights. And I said, yes, I got you. And I went out and pulled it out of the bag. So, big shout out to me dad, me mum, me kids all watching. I know you've got your hearts in your mouth tonight, but don't ever doubt me. When the chips are down, I can always deliver. Thank you to Bob Arum. Thank you to Frank Warren. Thank you to Top Rank Boxing, Las Vegas, T-Mobile, MGM, and everybody who came to show support. And thank you to my wife. Thank you, Paris. I love you so much. And yeah, thank you very much again. I don't want to keep going on and on and on, but you know, it was a great honour tonight to be here. And I got one thing to say. Put on my blue suede shoes, baby. Boarded the plane. A touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues. In the middle of the pouring rain. WC handy. When you look down over me. Hey, I got a first class ticket. And I'm as fly as a guy can be. I was walking in Vegas. I was walking with my feet on the field. I was walking in Vegas. And do I really feel the way I feel? Thank you very much. Vegas, I love you, baby. Lancaster, la la la. Lancaster, la la la.